good, YouTube? It's your boy Hurt Camp Griffin. Dang, we about to be looking at the most feared women in prison. Chat. I love you guys so much. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this. Thing.
Catherine Knight, the infamous Australian cannibal, or Eileen Wuornos, the notorious serial killer. These women not only struck fear in society, but also instilled terror within prison walls. In this video, we explore the lives of the most feared women in prison, delving into their chilling stories and the reign of terror they maintained behind bars. Krista Pike. In a maximum security prison, there's a power hierarchy among inmates. At the top is Krista Gale Pike, known for her terrifying crimes. Born on March 10th, 1976 in West Virginia, Krista had a rough childhood marked by her parents' divorce and frequent moves, leading her to drop out of high school. At 18, Krista joined the Job Corps, a government program for troubled youth in Knoxville, Tennessee. Her life took a dark turn. In January 1995, Krista, her boyfriend Tadaril Shipp, and her friend Shadola Peterson committed a gruesome crime. They lured Colleen Slemmer, another Job Corps student, to a secluded area, pretending to offer peace. Driven by jealousy, Krista believed Colleen was trying to steal her boyfriend. For 30 minutes, they brutally beat and murdered Colleen. Krista even took a piece of Colleen's skull as a trophy. This savage act shocked the nation and led to Krista's quick arrest. Convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to death, Krista even took a piece of Colleen's skull as a trophy. This savage act shocked the nation and led to Krista's quick arrest. Convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to death, Krista became notorious in the Tennessee prison for women. Her crime and violent behavior made her a feared figure. In March 2004, her reputation grew when she and another inmate, Natasha Cornett, were involved in an attempted murder plot against another prisoner. This incident showed Krista's ongoing capacity for violence, even under strict prison surveillance. Krista's interactions with prison staff have also been problematic. She has received numerous infractions for not following rules and being aggressive, often resulting in solitary confinement. These actions reinforced her dangerous image, making it clear she is hard to manage. To manage Krista, the prison takes specific security measures, though details are kept confidential. These measures likely include regular checks, controlled movement, and
like type shit like this, bro, like makes me wonder, like, is she even human, bro? Bro, like, no funny bro, she murdered a girl over somebody, right? Took her to the woods, murdered her, and then took a piece of her skull as a souvenir. Like, chat, bruh, that shit is so fucking crazy, bro. Like, I'm surprised, bro. I'm surprised they didn't give her the death penalty yet. Like,
confinement to prevent harm. Staff
I think they did, but
de-escalation techniques and crisis intervention, receiving support to handle the stress of overseeing high-risk inmates like Krista. However, since her 1996 conviction, Krista has been involved in numerous legal proceedings and appeals. Her case drew a lot of attention because
you gotta get shot in the chair, bro. You gotta get shot in the chair.
One of the youngest women sentenced to death in the US. Her defense team has filed many appeals, arguing she had mental health issues at the time of the crime, which was not properly considered, and that her original defense was ineffective. In 2000, the Tennessee Court of Criminal Appeals affirmed her conviction, but found errors in the sentencing phase. However, they concluded these errors did not warrant overturning her death sentence. Despite these legal challenges, Krista remains on death row. She remains a central, feared figure in the Tennessee prison for women. Next, we have the story of the sweet...
Bro, okay, so she's still like alive, like doing like... That's wild, bro. Like, that they gotta have, they must have her like locked up or something, like in like her own little area compartment, because ain't no way. Like, I just know for sure the women in that prison scared as hell.
Looking grandma who was a cold-hearted poisoner. Velma Barfield.
Shout out
in
Green.
the shadowed halls of Central Prison in Raleigh, North Carolina, a chilling presence haunted even the toughest inmates. Velma Barfield, who looked like a sweet grandmother, was known as the most feared woman in prison. Her life began in the rural town of Eastover, North Carolina, on October 29th, 1932. Raised near Fayette.
Bro, L ass, bro. I'm tired of these motherfucking ass, bro.
This is precious.
Young Velma's childhood was marked by her father's abuse, while her mother, Lillian Bullard, remained silent.
I can't lie, it's always like, that's probably like the main source of like everybody's like killings. Like, I watch so many of these videos by far now, and it's like, bruh, a lot of these motherfuckers like grow up like in abusive households. That's what I'm seeing. Like, somebody dad molested them, or like they got beat up by their parents or some crazy shit like that, bro. Like it always goes back to that. Like
Velma married Thomas Burke in 1949. They had 2 children and a brief period of happiness. However, after a hysterectomy and chronic back pain, Velma became addicted to drugs. This addiction tore their household apart. Thomas turned to alcohol, leading to frequent arguments and a broken home. In this chaos, Velma's dark transformation began. On April 4th, 1969, a fire engulfed their home, killing Thomas, who was passed out from drinking. Suspicion surrounded Velma, but no charges were brought against her. Left as a single mother, Velma sought stability and soon married Jennings Barfield in 1970. Nah, bro. She look fucking crazy, bro. As
like,
a single mother,
hold on. Not her.
And soon married Jennings Barfield.
Okay. This picture is creepy as fuck. Bro, this shit is wild, bro. Like, I can't even lie, bro. I don't even think I'm finna go to sleep peacefully tonight because this shit is creepy as fuck. This shit looks wild. Like, bro, look at, bro, chat, look at her eyes, bro. Like, bro, okay, when I edit this, I'm going to zoom in on her eyes, bro, because you got to see this shit, bro. Her eyes look so fucking crazy. Like, she looks, bro. Have y'all ever watched The Conjuring, bro? Y'all ever be seeing them possessed people on The Conjuring, bro? This what she look like, bro. This what Granny looked like, bro.
In 1970. Yet, Jennings died of heart complications on March 22, 1971, less than a year after their marriage, deepening the shadow of doubt. By 1974, Velma's criminal activities escalated. Her mother, Lillian Bullard, died on December 30th, 1974, from mysterious ailments similar to Jennings. She also began caring for the elderly, and more deaths followed. Montgomery and Dolly Edwards, Record Lee and Roland Stewart Taylor all died under suspicious circumstances with Velma nearby. Taylor's death on February 3rd, 1978, from arsenic poisoning finally led to her arrest. Velma Barfield's trial for the murder of Roland Stewart Taylor captivated North Carolina. The prosecution depicted her as a cold-hearted poisoner, while the defense tried to portray her as a woman broken by abuse and addiction. Velma confessed to killing her mother, Dolly Edwards, and John Henry Lee. She was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to death. On November 2nd, 1984, Velma Barfield became the first woman executed by lethal injection in the U.S. since the 1970s reinstatement of capital punishment. Her final statement expressed remorse, and her last meal was simply cheese doodles and Coca-Cola. Next up is the Angel of Death, who struck fear into the—
Imagine you getting a death chair, bro, and your last meal before you get your ass out of here is goddamn hot Cheetos and Coca-Cola. That shit is funny as hell, bro.
Of many. Janine Jones. In the quiet halls of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, whispers about Janine Jones still haunt the inmates. Known as the Angel of Death,
she's
Jones
still in
was
jail?
a nurse whose hands brought death instead of healing. Janine Jones was born on July 13th, 1950 in Texas.
Nah, bro, tell me why that picture look— Bro, that picture look recent.
Whose hands brought death
That should
instead
say,
of healing.
what?
Janine Jones was born
That should say July 13th, 1950. Nigga, that shit look like Shawty took that motherfucking picture fucking July 13th, 2024. Like, bro, this look like some shit off Instagram,
July
bro.
13th, 1950, in Texas. Adopted by a
clear ass camera they had back in the day, bro.
She worked
Clear
as a
ass
beautician
camera.
before deciding to pursue nursing in the late 1970s. Jones married her high school sweetheart in 1968, had a child, divorced in 1974, and then rekindled the relationship, having another child, 19-year-old nursing assistant, just before her indictment. Jones started working at Bexar County Hospital's Pediatric Intensive Care Unit, where she was responsible for the most vulnerable patients. A disturbing number of children died under her care, but the hospital, fearing a scandal, quietly asked her and other licensed vocational nurses, LVNs, to resign. Jones moved on to a pediatric clinic in Kerrville, Texas, where children again experienced sudden, unexplained medical crises. A turning point came when a doctor found a tampered vial of succinylcholine, a powerful paralytic agent. The puncture marks on the vial suggested
she was doing that
Jones
to the
claimed
kids.
she wanted to establish a pediatric intensive care unit in Kerrville, but her actions indicated a darker motive. She injected children with drugs that could stop their hearts and paralyze their lungs. Authorities began an investigation uncovering the extent of Jones's crimes. The Angel of Death had harmed and possibly killed dozens of children. In 1985, Jones was found guilty of murdering 15-month-old Chelsea McClellan with a lethal injection of succinylcholine and was sentenced to 99 years in prison. She faced additional charges for harming other children, including Brandy Benitez, Chris Parker, Jimmy Pearson, Misty Reichenau, and Jacob Evans. Jones's potential early release due to a Texas law aimed at reducing prison over—
Nah, that's actually crazy, bro. Like, how could you take like a kid's life? That's wild.
Crowding alarmed many. In 2017, just before her possible release, she was indicted for the murder of 11-month-old Joshua Sawyer. This move ensured she would remain behind bars. In 2020, Jones pleaded guilty to Sawyer's murder, receiving a life sentence with no parole chance until age 87. Following this is the chilling story of a mother who killed her children. Mary Beth Tinning. Mary Beth Tinning's story is one of the most chilling in criminal history. Born on
Want to break into cybersecurity but don't have experience? The Google Cybersecurity Certificate uses real
On September 11th, 1942, in Duanesburg, New York, Mary Beth's school years were uneventful, and she graduated from Duanesburg High School in 1961. Afterwards, she took low-paying jobs until she became a nursing assistant at Ellis Hospital in Schenectady. In 1963, she met Joseph Tinning on a blind date, and they married in 1965. Their first child, Barbara, was born in 1967, followed by Joseph Jr. in 1970. In 1971, her father died of a heart attack. 3 months later, Mary Beth's third child, Jennifer, was born with severe complications and also
serial
died.
killers always got the weirdest names. Like, his name Mary Bell.
In a week, the tragedies continued.
His name
with
Mary Bell
Jr., who died of a seizure at age 2, and Barbara, who died of Reye syndrome at 5. The deaths of Timothy, Nathan, and Mary Frances followed, attributed to various causes of cardiac arrest. Despite adopting Michael, tragedy struck again when he also died. Suspicion began to grow. The birth of Tammy Lynn in 1985 brought brief hope, but she died of suffocation in December. Authorities, led by Betsy Mannix from Social Services and Bob Imfeld from the Schenectady Police, finally investigated the Tinning household. Tests confirmed Tammy Lynn's death by asphyxia, leading to Mary Beth's arrest. The trial in June 1987 captivated the nation. The prosecution presented overwhelming evidence, including testimonies from pediatrician Dr. Bradley Ford and medical examiner Thomas Oram, who confirmed Tammy Lynn's smothering. The jury found Mary Beth guilty of second-degree murder after 6 weeks of trial and 23 hours of deliberation. Experts speculate Mary Beth might have had Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a disorder where a caregiver fabricates or induces illness for attention. She never received a formal diagnosis. In prison, she faced a harsh routine and the dislike of fellow inmates. In March 2007, Mary Beth told the parole board she remembered her daughter's death but denied causing it. In 2009, she spoke of bad times but was found to lack true remorse. In 2011, she admitted to just doing it after losing her other children. Yet again, her parole was denied. Similar outcomes followed in 2013 and 2015. After 6 parole denials, Mary Beth was finally released on August 21st, 2018 at age 76.
Bro, how is she released from prison? Bro, how could you kill like 5 babies, bro? How could you murder 5 babies and get released from prison? Like, I don't give if it was 60 years ago, 50 years ago, 80 years ago, bro. Like, you did what you did. It's not gonna stop, bro. It's not gonna stop you from doing what you're gonna do. It's not gonna stop you from doing what you're gonna do when you get out. Like, people don't know, bro. Like, prison isn't made for you to become a better person. It is literally made for you to suffer, right? It's not like she's in there and she's speaking to therapists and counselors and you know what I'm saying, doing all of these things to rebrand her mind to change, right? She is just literally in jail, right? With a whole bunch of other fucked up humans, bro. Not learning anything. So what the fuck you think you're gonna do after 60, 70 years? She gonna come out and do the same shit. Like, what the fuck?
After serving 31 years, her husband, Joseph, remained by her side. As part of her parole conditions, Mary Beth was to remain under supervision for life, adhere to a curfew, and attend domestic violence counseling. Just like the case of Mary Beth Tinning, this next story isn't any different.
Chat, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys so much. Turn on post notification bell. I need you guys to be active in the comments, and I need you guys to go over to my Discord. Like I said before, love you guys. Griff Pit, we out this motherfucking thing.